Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chock Chapple's daughter defends his character amid backlash. Golden Bachelorette suitor Chock Chapple has been waving some serious red flags, according to viewers. But he has at least one person in his corner. His daughter, Taylor, took to social media to defend her dad. Stay on this page to see what she had to say about the negative comments about her father. Golden Bachelorette viewers call out Chock's behavior. Chock Chapple is on a quest to win Joan Vasso's heart on the Golden Bachelorette. He gave her his famous chock noodle soup during their introductions on the first night. He went on to score the first solo date of the season. The two enjoyed a fun-filled day at the happiest place on earth, Disneyland in California. The wealthy insurance executive from Wichita, Kansas, clearly wowed Joan. He's made it as far as hometowns and many feel he might be the winner. But is he right for Joan? His behavior became more possessive as the season went on. Viewers called him out for his behavior during the bowling group date when he wanted Joan all to himself. Some fans also think it's strange that he returned to the show so quickly after his mother's passing. Furthermore, he involved Joan in a ceremony for his late mother during his hometown date. His daughter defends his character amid backlash. Fans have been questioning Chock Chapple's behavior and his motives in recent weeks. Some fans wonder if he's only on the show for fame, considering he gets a lot of screen time. Like Joan, Chock is close to his family. He shares 2 children with his ex-wife. His daughter, Taylor, took to social media to defend her dad amid backlash from viewers. In a TikTok video, Taylor admitted that she was fired up after seeing all the comments and getting messages about her dad. She denied that he was only on the show for fame. She reminded fans of the show that she signed him up for the show without his knowledge. She added that he was excited to join the show after finding out Joan was the Golden Bachelorette. So, yes, Taylor said, her dad may have been hogging time with Joan, but it was only because of their strong connection. She suggested that fans start group chats with their friends instead of sending her and her family hateful messages about her dad. As the dust settles from a particularly controversial hometown date on the Golden Bachelorette, Chock Chapple's name continues to light up social media, and not in the most flattering ways. Known for his larger-than-life personality and relentless charm, Chock has always been a polarizing figure among fans of the show. But his hometown date with Joan Vassos took the scrutiny to a whole new level. Viewers called him out for not being genuine and questioned his motives, especially when he introduced Joan to his family in what seemed more like a social showcase than a private introduction. But there was one person who didn't just stand by his side. She fiercely defended him. Chock's daughter, 28-year-old Mila Chapple, took to her social media platform this week in a passionate response, standing up for her father in a way that had fans either nodding in agreement or rolling their eyes in skepticism. To those who saw Chock's charm as just an act, Mila had some fiery words. "My dad has always been a larger-than-life character, yes, but what you see on TV doesn't even come close to the depth of the man he is. It's painful to see people reduce him to a caricature," Mila wrote, launching into a defense that soon went viral. "I don't expect everyone to see the world the way he does, but if you had even a moment with him, you understand his heart is as big as his laugh." Mila went on to explain the context of her dad's flashy behavior, noting that he's always been someone who loves to bring joy to others, even if it means making a fool of himself. Growing up, she said, her father had always been the life of every family gathering. He wore bright colors, made up games on the spot, and had a habit of dancing in the grocery aisles when a good tune came on. "That's who he is," she explained. "It's not an act. He wants to make people laugh and feel loved because he believes that's what life is all about." But Mila wasn't oblivious to why fans might take issue with her father's sometimes over-the-top personality. After all, the Golden Bachelorette is a delicate stage where every moment is scrutinized and every gesture analyzed. However, Mila offered a perspective that no one had seen before, sharing stories from her childhood that shed light on why Chock could be a little too much for some, and absolutely perfect for others. There was one winter when I was about 6 or 7, and our whole neighborhood got snowed in, she reminisced. Instead of complaining, my dad gathered all the kids from our block, put on this ridiculous Santa suit he found at a yard sale, and spent hours building an igloo for us to play in. He made that snowy day into a wonderland that no one else could have imagined. He made people happy, no matter the situation. Mila's defense painted a picture of a man deeply in love with life and laughter, someone who might not fit everyone's ideal, but who made an indelible mark on the lives of those around him. She noted that her father's humor and energy are exactly why he and Joan have clicked in such a unique way. Joan sees the man who brings light to every room, and she doesn't judge him for it. She sees what I see. That's why their connection feels real to me. Still, the backlash only grew louder. Some fans countered Mila's statements, suggesting she was blinded by familial loyalty and couldn't see the reality of her father's actions. They argued that Chock's behavior came off as performative and questioned his commitment to Joan, suggesting he was in it for the show. Undeterred, Mila took it a step further, sharing anecdotes that spoke to her father's compassionate side, the side often hidden behind the laughter and the quips. She told the story of how he had once single-handedly organized a fundraiser for a neighbor diagnosed with cancer, rallying the entire community to help with medical bills. You may see him cracking jokes and goofing around, but underneath all that is a man who will give you the shirt off his back, Mila wrote, her words cutting through the cynicism with a clarity that took even his critics by surprise. When asked directly about the criticism her dad was facing, Mila didn't mince words. He's a man who has chosen to see the world through rose-colored glasses, and some people just don't understand that. In a world that can be so dark, he's decided to be a source of light. I'm proud of him for that. He's not perfect, but who is? Fans flooded Mila's post with mixed reactions, with some applauding her for standing by her dad, while others questioned her motives, asking if Chock had pushed her to defend him publicly. Mila didn't respond to these comments directly, but sources close to the family revealed that Chock had no knowledge of Mila's post until after it was published. For those who had doubted Chock's sincerity, Mila's post was a reminder that there's often more to someone than what reality TV captures. Yet, others remained unmoved, arguing that the Golden Bachelorette requires a certain authenticity that Chock might not possess. Meanwhile, Joan Vassos has stayed relatively quiet on the matter, though a close friend hinted that she found Chock's unique personality endearing. Joan is her own person, and she's nobody's fool. If she's sticking with Chock, it's because she sees something genuine, the friend shared. Joan isn't one to be easily swayed by charm alone. There's substance there, whether people see it or not. Despite the ongoing debates, Mila's defense managed to add a layer of humanity to Chock's narrative. It reminded fans that behind the TV personality is a man with family and a daughter who sees him as more than just the star of a reality show. The week following Mila's post, the Golden Bachelorette fandom continued to buzz, and the hashtag Team Chock even started trending. Many fans shared their own stories about larger-than-life relatives and how they, too, had often been misunderstood. It was a rare moment when a daughter's heartfelt words united an audience divided by skepticism. Whether or not Mila's words will ultimately sway fans' opinions about Chock remains to be seen. But for one person, her father's character has never been in question. As Mila put it in her final words, he's not perfect, but he's perfect to me. And I'd rather have a dad who's a little too much than one who isn't there at all. He's taught me that sometimes life is messy and loud and bright, and that's okay. And so, with a daughter's fierce loyalty backing him, Chock Chapple's journey on the Golden Bachelorette continues, with or without the approval of every viewer. After all, the beauty of love is that it doesn't need to be understood by everyone, it just needs to be felt by those who matter most.